Hey, RetconRaider here, with special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Matthew Smith, Revenant, Alois, Anerdinwarpaint, Dragon Matrix 7, Eerie V23, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, Kazorm, Nathan Welch Jr., RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Solasta, Lost Valley, as the adventure continues. And today we are lurking ever lower in this labyrinthine laboratory. We've got a bit of a Resident Evil situation going on here. A shadowy organization performing mutation experiments on local wildlife, which of course have now escaped containment and are running amok throughout the facility. So, we've got that to look forward to. We'll just have to hope that the folks we're here to rescue have fared halfway decently despite that. But life is cheap in Lost Valley, so I guess we'll find out. Honestly, the more I play these sorts of games, the more I realize just how much of a nightmare it would be to actually live in most of your classic D&D or Pathfinder style settings. They are not pleasant places to, just exist in general. Great place for adventures, though. You just really don't want to live there. Anyway, let's get this door cracked open. We'll delve ever deeper. And of course we'll tuck Leyren safely out of the way. She's a trooper. Hopefully she'll make it through this thing. And we've got more guards. And another blocked off doorway. So it's just this specific room they've got blocked from multiple sides. Interesting. Actually, wait. We can actually go right over this wall. It's like a low dividing wall. Interesting. I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose of barricading that door, but I guess that's why the guards are here. Though, of course, they will not be here much longer. No, Leyren, please, stay put. I appreciate that. Oh, look at that. We've got a scholar tucked in the corner. Another one up top, too. Very clever. Okay, we're about to be spotted, so let's drop an enhanced fireball on the ground floor. We'll get a fighter up top, probably Eben, and he'll clear the upper level. It should be pretty quick. That clears out most of the ground floor. We've got one scientist who's not surprised, and possibly a scholar as well. Nope, he's surprised as well. Huh. So we're actually reading 3 scholars on the initiative track, but we only have visual on 2. Maybe through that doorway up top there. Okay, he's got to be in that back room there. Looks like more living quarters. We'll get Eben to check the back. I don't like having a rogue caster on the loose.
Natura Encho Malmus.
And yes, Scholar number 3 is definitely in the back room. It's a little cheesy, but we just saw the surprise status lifting. I mean, we were about to send Eben in there anyway, so we would have known either way. Those blocks at the top of the stairs are interesting. I wonder if the crafters, the double-stacked crafters, would have tried pushing those blocks to block the stairway if we hadn't caught them by surprise. We've never really seen enemies try to manipulate the environment like that, but the whole balcony area here does feel like it was deliberately set up to create like a fortified casting position for them. That's cool, assuming I'm correct in my assumption there. Kind of makes me regret hitting these guys so hard and fast. I would have liked to see them actually using terrain features for once.
Solasta Encho Malmis.
Oh, nope, let's not have that. I am a little worried about that scholar. Yeah, let's hem this guy in. Guards back up. Hey, nice. That didn't even get through his kinetic barrier. Yeah, my main concern there was that he'd run out to the balcony and lob something deadlier at our casters. As has been adequately observed at this point, these guys do love their fireballs. Let's lock this guy back down.
Solasta Encho Malmis.
Very nice. And the other scholar. Lovely. And we are pretty much done. Just gotta mop up that last guy.
Natura Encho Malmus. Natura Encho Malmus.
So I guess that's what we're setting our sights on next. Whatever all these guards were desperately trying to keep in. That should be fun. Oh, you know, I think I forgot to mention it when we started, but it turns out I was actually mistaken about that name. The research we found was by Oralithis, but the guy I was thinking of, the one who I think is the leader of the rebels, was, Alithrion. So they're both probably elves, but it does appear they're two separate people. That said, I am still pretty convinced that Ornetis is a dragon. It makes too much sense. Oh yeah, look at that. I mean, I cannot see any other purpose those blocks would serve than to block off the stairway. That's interesting. I like that. I hope we see more stuff like that as we move towards the end game. Which I think we are starting to get pretty close to. We're pushing the level cap, we've got some pretty high-end gear. We're getting some pretty ominous story beats at this point. And the original campaign only ran like 35 episodes. And this one's supposed to be slightly shorter. Oh wow. Yet another schematic for the Maul of the Destroyer. They really wanted you to have that thing. And more poison recipes, which I do wish we could get more use out of, but as has been adequately explored and pointed out in the comments, poisons just aren't really worth the investment in 5e. Advanced Study of Biology. Oh yeah, the Mutant Minotaur. I forgot about that guy. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, especially given that we also ran into Gartok and his crew out there at the Verdant Valley. So it would make sense that they all came from the same previous facility breach. So apparently that's just like a recurring issue with Ornetis' guys. They really are the fantasy equivalent of Umbrella Corporation. Alright, so not much of note here. Just a bunch of vendor trash and filler items. Actually, no, wait. We also have a door up in the security checkpoint we haven't looked at. Let's give that a quick gander. We've got another prism lock. So we need a cylinder key. Okay. What is that attached to? I guess the jail cell? Yeah. Yeah, with a trap, a secret door, and an unpickable lock. That would certainly imply that's what the prism lock is for. Very intriguing. That looks like a secret door, too, on the back wall. Left side's not locked. Okay, yeah, that looks like a secret door. In fact, we can even see there's a room on the other side. So we either flubbed a perception check here, or there's some other condition to reveal that door. Maybe that can only be opened from the other side. I guess we'll check the one path that isn't blocked. Buttons on either side. And there's another secret door. Upward slope. Transition point. I bet that goes back up to... Yes, that goes back up to the hatch we saw up top. Though they said that the tunnel access was blocked. But it would have actually just led right to the security checkpoint. From a design standpoint, that would have put us in a more advantageous position to tackle that security checkpoint. It would have put us right behind them on the elevated platform, as opposed to down below with all the walls and gates and whatnot obstructing our approach. Though, to be fair, we really didn't have a whole ton of trouble hitting it from the other side either. We pretty heavily outclassed the guards at this point. So I guess there's not much we can do on this side. It appears to be locked off. We'll have to circle around to the right, go through the infested tunnels, and I'll bet that'll loop back around at some point and bring us back to this unopenable secret door. By which point I'm guessing we'll have that cylinder key so we can crack open that cell and see whatever's hidden behind the trapped secret door.
What's happening? It looks like they're barricading themselves.
That's crazy. What are they so afraid of?
Well, Thygor, if I had to guess, I'd say it's the horde of mutant monsters they've created. But what do I know? Bloodstains, always a good sign. Alright, time for some mutants and masterminds. I never did get to run that game. I always wanted to. What awaits us in the ominous deep dark? Will we find our answers, or just our doom? I'm gonna guess answers. Oh, and traps. Which thankfully appear to be pretty easy to spot, even without the perception checks. That's pretty great. Well, we took one of these guys out when we were like level 6, so I think we'll be okay. Mutant Tiger Drake? Yes. Oh, that's awkward. Hey, look at that. I have to assume there's more we're not seeing, but we'll focus down these two first. Might as well go all out. We have to rest soon anyway. Nice, nice. Huh. I guess it is just the two. Not what I was expecting. Alright, well, this'll be quick. That's the Drake.
Natura Encho Malmis.
And that's the Minotaur. Okay, sure. I wonder if there's actually any use to these heads at this point. They're listed as rare ingredients, but we have yet to actually see any schematics that make use of them. Which gives me the impression that they're really only used for the Oronettis questline. As it currently stands, they're just a bunch of excess, undroppable quest items we can't get rid of now. Though I guess I could have just not picked it up, I suppose. Not picking things up is not in my nature. Cylinder lock. So I guess that poor sap was probably trying to get out. Ran into the locked door and then got killed by whatever was chasing him. Speculation, of course, but it would make sense given the scenario being laid out for us. That's a trap. Yep. Oh, that's interesting. Well, maybe that's just how the modular fade in and fade out works with these wall segments. Yeah, I don't think that's anything. We do have boarded up doorways, though. That would seem to imply there are rooms behind these walls. Another corpse. Purple amber. Yeah, the carried gear implies this is another researcher. No real clue on what happened to him. Alchemical mishap, perhaps? Oh, this is taking us right towards that sealed cell. Yeah, that's the secret door in the back of the cell. What a weird loop. Why would they do that? I would say a shortcut back to the exit grid, but we'd still have to circle all the way around to open the prism lock from the other side. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. Door still sealed. I am not sure what to make of that. What are these?
I think this lab has triggered something.
Oh, pressure plates. Right, yes, that... Dang it. Oh, thank goodness these guys totally tanked their initiative rolls. That could have been bad.
Solasta, Evo, Malmis.
Natura, Encho, Malmis.
Okay, okay. That was relatively painless, but, note to self, keep an eye out for obvious pressure plates. +1 studded, I assume.
Solasta, Devo, Oculus.
Oh, +2. Still completely useless to us, but worth slightly more. Shouting Stone. Yeah? Okay, well, that's a thing we found. We have a side area here we can't get into. Right, well, I guess we'll just move on. Once again, I have no idea what to make of that. What could that possibly be used for? Could be an inside joke, could be part of a puzzle we just haven't uncovered yet. I guess we'll just keep pushing on and see if we can maybe find some context. I'm also starting to think these sealed doors may be decorative. Magic longsword. +2 longsword. Okay. Maybe I'll swap that in on Eben for his off slot. I would like to actually find him another solid two-hander, but at this point I'm just not sure there are any more for us to find. Nice. Sealed and blocked door. Interesting. Ah, Dryad. And a mutated tiger drake coming right at us. We will immediately seize the initiative. Yeah, we'll go full tilt with the fireball. One behind the shelf. Oh, and one off to the left. I think we tagged that one. Lovely. That's the Drake. We've got almost full surprise. And the one that isn't surprised is last in the queue, and at 50% health. Out of rage. That's no good. Alright, we need to take out that other one. Side note, I think they finally fixed Spiegel. I haven't seen him lose his bonus lately. Very nice. And we've got initiative on the rest of these guys, so we should be fine. It is a bit weird they're throwing so many small groups at us all of a sudden. They usually lean towards big set-piece battles. We're just churning right through these smaller groups. Knock on wood.
Natura muto viribe.
Let's get after the runner. Secret door on the right. Thank you, Spiegel. Okay, that might actually become a problem if she keeps running. She might aggro us right into another group. Which, now that I think about it, might actually be the point.
Arcana, Evo, Malmis.
Smaller groups, each one technically separate but all arrayed relatively close together, could be intended to create a deliberate snowball effect, if you're not careful. Oh, that looks ominous. Let's just, not have you go in there. Let's fall back real quick. Finish clearing the room behind us before we worry about this stuff up here. We've got a button on the other side of the wall there. That's how we triggered that secret door. And this is a cylinder lock? Yes. Okay, yes, this is starting to make sense now. The tunnels we're currently traversing all seem to ring around a central lab or other central facility, but all of the access points are either collapsed or locked, which of course has the effect of channeling us along a perilous but largely predetermined path, taking us through a series of pre-programmed encounters. Right, and of course that's locked. Let's push to the end of the hall first. Okay. Open doorway, obvious blood stains. Again, always a good sign. I hate that. That looks like a shooting gallery. Let's not go that way just yet. I guess we'll push from the top. That just feels more strategically sound. So this is like a raised observation platform that is partially collapsed. Oh, and we've got something out there. I can hear it. Tiger Drake. And Bullet. Mutated Bullet. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. Yeah, I mean, it's listed as challenge rating 9. Whoa. Calm down. I've got to say, of all the ways I imagine those things moving, that hyperactive puppy prancing, that's not what I envisioned. Laren, why don't you wait outside? Observation alcove. They did a great job on the atmosphere down here. This is actually giving me really strong Stranger Things vibes. Major gate room. Okay. Look at that. And now we need a sphere prism. Not to be confused with a cylinder prism, apparently. Very, very intriguing. Right, and then that secret door we can't open from the other side provides an alternate access point. Man, I really like those spikes. The The, like, horizontal anti-climb spikes. And the abandoned ballista off to the side there. That's a nice touch. They really put a lot of thought into these designs. There's a lot to be said for this sort of environmental storytelling. Oh, we've got a Dryad down there. Best to nuke that thing before we get tied up with a bullet. Well, that was disappointing. Just sit tight, Mora. Let's bring the thunder.
Clumsy idiot!
Slightly better, but not by much. Eben, you're up.
I really thought I... Never mind.
That may have been a bad move. Oh, good. Okay. I only realized after I actually got there that we were one diagonal push from instant death.
Damn!
Let's hem in the Dryad.
Leave it!
Nope. Alright, let's lock down that bullet.
Solasta, Encho, Malmis.
That'll do. Thank you, Mora. Nah, we'll get Eben on the Dryad. We'll have Thygor whittle the bullet.
A palpable hit.
And we are good.
Kill them all!
Oh, wow. Complete immunity to slashing damage. Thank goodness we're all in on bludgeoning.
Solasta. Solasta, evil, Malmis.
That's the way.
Another foe felled. And relatively painlessly at that. Which nets us a mutated bullet head. Intriguing. That is not something that Ornetis asked us for. And a circular prism. That gets us access to the major gate. Plus a lightning wand. And more magic studded leather. No lore objects, though. That feels like a missed opportunity, given that this was clearly an important member of their research staff. It feels like the sort of place you'd find letters or a journal or something. Something which would help shed light on what they were trying to do here. Or what exactly went wrong. I mean, I guess the obvious explanation would be that between the mutant bullet and the mutant dryad, they essentially created creatures that were perfectly suited to undermining the observation platform and causing it to collapse. That really does feel like poor planning on their part. Alright, I guess that's all there is to find here. Let's scope out that gate. Yep, that's a gate, all right. Thanks, guys. It does look like it's missing a chunk. Okay, I think we're at a pretty good stopping point here, but I'm definitely going to try the gate off-screen. I don't want to accidentally teleport somewhere, but I'm guessing it'll tell us we have to track down a missing piece before it'll work. Let's just have a peek down this hall real quick. Oh, crap. Oh my goodness. You jerk. Thorns?
Natura muto malmis.
Again, harder.
So apparently we're not quite done just yet. Thankfully, we've got a solid choke point here.
I trained hard for this.
Door is clear. The other enemies should be able to pathfind to us now. Oh, yeah. As shocking as the sudden combat was, this fight could not possibly be more in our favor. Well, I mean, I guess technically it could be, but that would be getting to the point where it's not even a fight at all.
Natura Encho Malmis.
Come on, guys. I'm not going in there. You've got to come to me.
Solasta, evil, Malmis.
More.
Natura Encho Malmis.
Oh, look at that. That's clever. That Minotaur is actually taking steps to avoid the thorns.
Solasta, evil, Malmis.
Very nice. Very nice. It's a rarity for enemies to actually try to avoid those thorns.
Only the last blow matters.
Natura Encho Malmis.
Wait till the next one.
More.
Focus down the Minotaur.
Solasta, evil, Malmis. Again, harder.
Natura Encho Malmis.
Crush 'em.
Oh my goodness, that would have been 88 damage if not for our resistance.
Light, my friend.
Okay, Minotaur is down. Troll next.
muzzle.
We're just gonna have Spiegel hang back. Ow.
Natura Encho Malmix.
Yeah. Again, harder.
Solasta, Evo, Robins.
Victory is mine.
And we are good. Even with as many advantages as we had there, and that Minotaur still messed up Thygor. So I guess we really shouldn't take those things too lightly. Mutated direwolf pelt. So that does seem to imply that there are going to be recipes that actually use these various mutant parts.
Please, help us.
Oh, we've got prisoners. Okay, yeah. That explains the catwalk, and we can, in fact, see barred enclosures on the far side of this wall. Of course, we're also past the hour mark, so this, I feel, is a good place to call it. Not bad, not bad. This place is much larger than I was expecting it to be, but I feel like we're working our way through it fairly efficiently. We had like 5 or 6 fights today. Only a couple of serious ones, but nothing that gave us too much trouble. That said, we'll hit the pause button for now. I'm going to fall back to that security room, drop stuff off at our stash, get a full rest, and get ourselves prepped for the next leg of this mutant marathon. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Solasta Lost Valley, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official websites. And if you'd like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things, or maybe even check out the Patreon, or the new YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.